Good news for me and hopefully for you, because it's again Eddie against the Viper on Arena. More games to come, 3 in total, has been played 3 more games. And we have Eddie playing in red as the Spanish and Viper in his favorite color yellow as the Franks. Before going for the maps and anything, Eddie said that Viper is the more complete player. He's not like an arena player, like really experienced, like let's say Eddie, who is really top-notch in arena, or somebody like Terra, who's playing arena for so many years and has got so much experience. But Viper can adapt strategies. He knows what to do. He can like feel it. He's almost doing almost never doing bad decisions or taking bad choices here, and therefore Viper almost always the favorite, can win almost every map against almost anybody. Let's see how this game is going. Starting with Viper's map here, we have one relic inside, the main gold on the side here could be attacked, but I think it's not a big problem. 4 deer inside, the 2 boars inside. We have third gold or second, I guess third gold outside. Yep, second gold safe in the back, which is nice. Has to pick up those sheep. He's got the main stone safe in the back, close to the wood line. The second stone also safe in the back. So the map for Viper, pretty decent actually. The main gold, if it was like here, this would be perfect. Viper is gonna go for the early deer because faster food, and that means less idle time on the TC. You need to adapt your boar times, maybe your taking sheep times, and when to go for berries. But you want to get that food in as fast as possible, and that means pushing the deer early on when they're inside and so close. Makes a lot of sense here. Viper almost losing a villager, but I think that was the boar lurer, so the boar luring lady, not a problem. And let's go actually for Eddie's map. Just after saying that there is one relic closer to Viper, this one more in the neutral zone, and extra gold on the right hand side, one relic on the left hand side here. And am I missing one? Yeah, one close to Eddie's base. Let's just switch to Eddie and see what he's got. 4 deer outside and a boar outside, so he's already deleted 2 pieces of wall. Makes a lot of sense. Distance quite big here, but I think Edie should get it in. Oh, this villager is in danger to going down, but Eddie shouldn't lose a villager here. The villager going around. This is not good. Can Eddie save the villager actually? And yeah, that I'm coming in, but just in time, saving the villager before it's being attacked by the boar for the 4th time. We have the second stone outside, one relic close to his base, as we said before. The main stone also forward, not too nice, but 1, 2, 3 golds. That's the main and second gold, also an extra gold, and I guess an extra stone inside, and even a third gold safe in the back. So Eddie's map is really, really good. Let's see how he's going to play. Spanish against Franks. Actually, Spanish, that means civilization advantage for Eddie, really. Could go for Monk Rush, I guess. Could go for Conquistadors, which is the most likely choice, in my opinion. But he's still playing against the Viper, and it's playing against the Viper, I think there's 2 problems. One, you are playing against probably the strongest opponent you could get. And number 2, having such a strong opponent, it's really a bit of a mind game that you're playing against yourself. You need to make clear, I have to play just as I would play against any other opponent. I may not be afraid, and so on. So let's see how Eddie is going to do here. I hope he's winning this. He's going to win this game, because I would love to see Eddie take a few games from the Viper, showing that he's actually that Viper is not too OP. But to be honest, wouldn't be a surprise here. Now Eddie stopped the luring of the deer. I think he's got 2 in. Yeah, that looks like it. But then Viper is on the way to Feudal Age already. Eddie is 28 pop and now going up. He is on stone, I guess. 3 villagers and sending 2 villagers to gold. A little bit late maybe, but should be alright. Mining camp coming up here very soon, I guess. And maybe a TC around the main gold, or maybe in that wood line and close to the gold. Here's the mining camp we were talking about. And otherwise, nothing special happening, I guess. Let's see for Viper. Is he going for any barracks? I don't think so. He's on stone, 2 villages actually. This could mean a defensive castle coming up, like after 2 TCs, after starting a mini boom. And he's not on gold actually. But how is he on? Or is he? No, he's on gold in the back here. Ah, there we go. Thought 170 gold. Dream. I'm not like, how do you call it? I'm not doing disturb from a D&D right now. It doesn't really matter, I guess. Blacksmith and market coming up from Viper. Resources to go up to Castle Age. Here we go. Sending another villager to stone. This looks like a defensive castle to me. I don't think Viper is going aggressive. Then he would have more villages on gold, but it's 3 villages on gold now, so maybe at least a monastery, 2 TCs, and the castle coming up. Not sure. As for Edie, he's 5 villages on gold, so we're gonna see conquistadors. Nothing surprises us here when the Spanish player is going for stone. 3 villages on gold as well now, and of course Edie behind, but he produced 2 more villages. No, only 1 actually. Therefore, Edie is pretty much behind here. Viper with the better Dark Age and Feudal Age, I guess. Those players scouting around, and I'm interested to see what Viper is going to do first, because 420 stone is almost enough for Frank's castle, and he would have to send villages for it if he really wanted a castle drop. I think it's not going to happen. I think Viper is going to put a castle, I don't know, it's really hard to say, but TC's first maybe, monastery coming up, and TC, woodline, and relatively close to the main gold. Maybe castle coming up in between those 2 TCs, guarding this main gold. On the left hand side we might see a few buildings if Viper really needs to defend here, or we might see a 3rd TC before the castle coming up as well. That's more my guess. And we have Edie with villagers going forward, but not too far forward. We have now scout fight between Viper and Edie. I never know who's going to win this, and Edie actually taking the first victory here. 5 villagers building the castle, of course Spanish building faster. The monk coming out to heal the scout and then go for the relics. Viper also the first monk on the way to the right hand side. I guess Edie can see all the relics. Can he see all of them actually? Is he missing one? No, looks good. Viper gonna go for the right one. Edie going for the one closest to his base. Actually Edie building a mill on those deer. This is really interesting. But where's Viper? How is Viper looking TC wise? 1, 2 TCs, 3 TCs. 1 on the gold here, farms coming up around. So 3 TCs first, and then I guess castle gonna come up very soon. Going for a mini boom here. As for Edie, 309 stone. He's not going for any more TCs. He looks into castle integration with conquistadors, and of course with the second castle coming up forward. This is what Edie moved on to do a lot of times actually. Earlier on, I guess Edie went with the forward castle immediately. Lately, I feel Edie played more first castle defensive, second castle forward. Makes a lot of sense. 2 monks against Eddie's scout. Edie will at least take down 1 monk. Can he get 2? I think no. No chance. Viper getting that scout, and that means he's gonna get this relic as well. Unless Edie is sending conquistadors, he's sending 1 monk, 1 conquistador. This should be interesting. But going back now, conquistador is gonna start to attack the monk, and of course it's a low HP already. I think conquistador also will be able to take down the scout, and Edie going forward now with 2 monks. At the same time, Viper of course getting up his boom, and the castle actually coming up in between the 2 TCs, guarding the main gold. I'm a little bit proud of myself. It makes a lot of sense, of course, and I think a lot of players could have guessed the spot or could have taken the spot. But still nice to see. And Edie of course up to Imperial Age now with a lot of villagers on gold, meaning he is going for the classic fast Imperial Age 1 TC, and maybe only later on switching to 2nd TC and catching up villagers. There's the forward cast we were talking about. Let's see how Viper is going to defend from this, because Viper might lose his castle really early on, seeing that he is close to getting up to Imp, but not entirely there. May need to wait a few more seconds. I guess he sold some wood here, maybe some stone even, and not too far behind actually. Looking good. That's 1 minute 50, 1 minute 45, something like that. And Edie will have the advantage, getting out monks, getting out trebuchets, and even petards coming in. This is something I haven't seen before. Edie trying to open the walls, I guess, and surprise Viper before getting first traps out. Maybe wants to go in to get into overcome the distance? How do you call that? Get into range. Now the 2 petards are out, but where's Edie going in? I don't think he should go through that gate. At the same time, only deleting a piece of wall might not be enough, but now Edie is going in. I'm gonna go slower here to see how Viper is going to defend here. He's got 3 monks, and they're gonna be good. And he can quick wall this, because he had a few houses up already. Now Edie losing a conquistador to basically nothing. And a second, this is not looking good for Edie. He lost 2 conquistadors and didn't do any damage. Now he's going for with the monks here. And of course, illumination and the first trebuchet on the way. This castle from Viper really good, and the Conquistadors need to go back immediately. Edie, yeah, saw it, and Viper with a really nice defensive structure. Only the trebuchet is something that Edie can use or will be able to use to get rid of this defense here. And Viper being close to Imperial Age, going for stables now, that means he will be able to defend. Look at the resources from Viper, 27 minutes in. He's got a lot of resources, only 69 villagers of course, but it's going to be enough to get at least Cavalier out, I guess, or maybe even light cav, I don't know. Chain binding armor on the way. Scout cavalry is being produced and more stables coming up. At the same time, trebuchet, no, conscription. And oh, Edie going in underneath the TC, losing another conquistador, and now there's 2 knights. So Edie, that was not a good idea. Edie now knows about Viper's plan, and he knows monks will be pretty decent. Block printing also coming in. Viper doing cavalier and repairing this castle for as long as he can, I guess. He's gonna be able to afford losing a castle as long as it provides some safety until he can get enough army out. And this should be really interesting because I feel Edie got an advantage, although Viper is in a score lead. 42 villagers, that means only 1 TC still. He's gonna concentrate on the push for now, and maybe, only maybe, gonna switch into into the second TC, maybe third TC to catch up when he's got a comfortable position and doesn't need to micro too much. Now this cast is definitely going down. Light cav and knights, I feel that he needs to switch into pikemen here. That's not enough monks. And the light cav also on the field. I don't know if Edie saw those. Viper will have a good defense, but it's not going to be enough. Not enough yet. Viper resources looking okay. She can produce a lot of cavalier. He's just going to wait for that critical number to go in and fight those monks and conquistadors. Fortune cavalier upgrade is done, so Viper getting all the important upgrades. Also a monk coming out. Is he gonna secure a relic maybe? Or does he want to have a monk to be able to convert conquistadors? Not possible. The market went down, blacksmith going down. This TC might go down too. If Edie can secure his army once Viper's attacking, if he can survive this, then I think he's won the game. So we're gonna see one deciding fight, maybe, but that's my guess for now. And looks like Viper is preparing this strike right now. 72 villages for Viper, so it's looking pretty good here. Eco looks alright, 95 population and housed actually. This TC going down, but Viper is just waiting to be able to take down Edie's forward here. This castle is not the main thing. The main thing is those monks and conquistadors. Not even the trebuchets are a deciding factor. Viper getting another conquistador here converted. Was good, but losing 2 monks this time. And there's the fight. There's the big fight coming in. Light cav first, then the cavalier behind, and that's the smart thing to do here. And Edie, without any pikemen and spearmen whatsoever, cannot stop the cavalier from moving in. And calling GG here. Look at this. That's a pretty early GG call. I think he should have done this. But looks like Viper is having enough army, and the crews are not doing enough. The monks tried to do a few conversions, and I'm not sure what that means now. Doubt? I don't know. Ooh, maybe not. Fucked up. Yeah, Edie needed pikemen, I guess. I'm not sure why. That's not my level. This fucking fight, yes, he fucked that one up. That's true. And Viper sending in more cavalier. Edie cannot produce fast enough. Only 2 monasteries forward. And calling GG. That's how you need to do it. Viper stalled. Viper bought enough time, basically, to be able to get cavalier and light cav out. Edie without pikemen. If there was pikemen in the mix here, like 5 or 6 maybe, defending the monks, then this could have been a totally different game. Like this, Edie losing this one, Viper able to defend against the Spanish fast Imperial Age. Hope you enjoyed this one. See you in the next games. GG.